Hello, and welcome to a Thursday update stream with me, Connor Erikstad. This camera's a little wonky. It's just me in the shop. I don't know if you could tell by this shot, where it's just been me. And so we're back to the old ways of things being a little out of whack every now and then. Just gonna do this. And that feels a little bit better to me. Does it feel good to you? Have a relatively short update stream. I know we have missed a few weeks, but to be honest, we've just been plugging away, and nothing major or huge has gone on. But yeah, gonna just jump right in here. Pulling up my list. Okay, on the docket. Avalon Rising. All items are now fully in print. So things like these beautiful Central Dogma posters, things like a lot of other posters, patches, books, the GM screen, all those items are now printing. Some have arrived, some are on the way, some will be shipping soon. But at that point, everything is fully in print. So some exciting news for Avalon Rising. Go into Don't Look Back, GameFound. Ben currently is wrapping up the art production. So that little art pieces, layout, all of that jazz, cards, the boxes, inserts, all of those things. Anything that has color on it, that's not just text on a page. Wrapping up, and still looking to get into the full production soon. There is, fingers crossed, potentially, unless there is news I did not see, which could have happened, maybe a little bit of relief when it comes to these potentially impending tariffs, which would make us feel really good about moving forward with that as we come up into December. But we're just going to have to see how it goes. It's Media Matt. Media Matt is here with us today, not only in spirit, but in the chat. Unless that's an imposter. How do we know it's you? How do we know that's really Media Matt? Never thought about that. Twitch is going to have a verification system soon. Do they already? I feel like maybe they do. So that's the Don't Look Back GameFound. We Play God GameFound. It's currently in the layout phase. STLs for all of that are expected to go out in November, December. As far as the production side of things, we have got the big boy T-Rexes and things printed. We have the set of herbivores starting to be printed. We are squeezing in those batches well ahead of time, well ahead of before we order books and things. But there is stuff like our normal back order queue that does take precedence whenever those files come in, as well as other projects like the Whispers of the Deep. Whispers of the Deep, if you guys are in the Discord channels, would have seen that the PDF got pushed to you guys a few weeks ago. It has now been pushed and is currently printing. Books are printing. Ben received the book sample and the token samples. We are prepping the 3D print files for those as well. A lot smaller of a scope as far as units sold compared to We Play God, so we're not as jumpy about getting them in the queue, but are looking to start printing those minis for that side of fulfillment as soon as next week. Kind of depends on our back order queue. We have a few things, namely a bit of Taste of Vitae, a bit of Core Killers, and a bit of Core Heroes that we need to print right now. That is the major updates, as I think, for all our projects there. So, Avalon Rising, Don't Look Back, We Play God, and Whispers of the Deep. Oh, Lunar RS3. Thank you to the playtesters. Thank you to people who have been helping me read and get through, helping teach me how to read and write. Honestly, that's not too far from the truth. We are making solid headway on the RS3. But especially thank you to everyone and their patience for that issue. Had a crazy summer that I am quite happy is well and behind me. And getting back into RS3 rule set, shaping up to be pretty cool, I think. Yeah, so that one's still working. Potentially, it is at a state where we'd be getting it into layout starting next week, which means that the PDF version and PDF beta of it maybe could go out in November, early December. Realistically, when it comes to the books and the holiday season and Black Friday going into Christmas and time off, probably won't get the physical books in warehouse until January, but are hoping to have the at least digital copy and PDF and rules in everyone's hands, or at least in their emails, before the Christmas break. Supporting characters are still backordered. Yes. So here's the deal with supporting characters. Whenever we switched to 3D printing, I made a sprue that didn't have the pizza guy on it, and then I made some changes to that sprue, and then our file structure has multiple files of supporting characters that don't have the pizza guy, and none of them were clearly labeled, which is entirely my fault because I'm the one that saves them. And I was gone, and just really supporting characters, support characters v4, support characters fix, just absolutely shenanigans. What was I thinking? Couldn't tell you. So we've actually been trying to print those like all week. We have finally zeroed in on the correct file. I have removed the incorrect files. So supporting characters, fingers crossed, will be printed and pushed through. We do have a hiccup with production of a few things. The Curse Crate, the Crone, and the Clipper VHSs, a ton of our VHS stock up. And we have the next round of VHS cases ordered. Maybe a bit until they get in. We have a couple of boxes on their way before the big order gets in. And we're going to try to fulfill as many back-ordered products and things like that as possible. But we do not make the actual VHS case itself in-house. We do have to rely on it to get here. And it's also not something that's readily available all the time. So that will potentially be a little bit of a hiccup on things. As always, we will try to prioritize outstanding orders before any sort of restocks or things happen. So if you put in your money, know that you will get first service. But if you're waiting on some restocks, you may have to wait a little bit longer until we can get the bigger stock in. Mutant Cannibals for TNT. Ben is working on Mutant Cannibals layout. He, up until, so the queue right now, in order, it's kind of how I mentioned it. We have Don't Look Back stuff, which isn't in the layout phase really. Avalon is fully out the door to the printer. Whispers is out the door into the printer, which means that We Played God, which is a big one for us, followed into RS3, which I'll probably be doing a lot of the grunt work on. And then Mutant Cannibals after that. So as far as what specifically the step that is at, I couldn't tell you. Ben could chime in if he is listening, but it is in the layout queue. And for the life of me, I am pretty sure that he told me the expected date of when that would hit this morning on a chat or yesterday on a chat, and I cannot remember, and I don't want to venture a guess and be wrong. Ben is not here at all. He cannot inform us about the estimated delivery of Mutant Cannibals or the status of it. So that's just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. You see the guy's name in chat, you think maybe he could say something, and here we are. And Mobile Arms. Yes. Mobile Arms is in that queue. Yes. There is, Ben was never real, we made him up. Man, I can't imagine. That'd be devastating. Tie and bows phase, which is typical for the end of a year. We do have Black Friday stuff coming up 3 weeks. Today is this, yeah, like 3 weeks ish. Stay tuned for more details on that. As of right now, we're still kind of playing around with some ideas. But Black Friday sale, 3 weeks. Plugging away at all this other stuff, gonna get it to you as soon as we can, because as soon as we get these things done, we can move on to the next things and get those done. And the more we clean out our production queue, the more we can look at new and fun and exciting things for next year, including stuff for like Adepticon. Yeah, that's right. We're already talking about Adepticon for March of next year. Hmm. I reset it.